Welcome to this week's SmackDown review and a small Fastlane review because um, from a storytelling standpoint, the show didn't really catch me all that much, but the wrestling was okay, or to some extent good, but I'm going to get into that soon. Enough. Let's just start off with the United States Championship match. Randy Orton, US Champion. Why? He doesn't need it. He's not a mid-card guy, and yeah, I hate the idea. But at least we're getting a triple threat match at WrestleMania between him, Bobby Roode, and Jinder Mahal, and I hope so much that Bobby is going to regain his title, but we shall see. Well, the match was solid. It's like some of my friends said 20 years ago it might have been a great match, but now it's just a solid match. Next thing I want to talk about is the women's championship match between Charlotte and Ruby, which was a good match. Some might say it was boring, but I have to disagree. Uh, some good spots, and yeah, I actually thought Carmella would cash in, but I I hope it's not going to happen at WrestleMania. But from the looks of it, who knows? No, but the match was good. Charlotte retains, and the interesting thing happened after the match. That was being Asuka coming out and was sitting there like, wait, is that her music? What? Okay. I actually didn't think of this for quite some time because they had all this build up between Asuka and Alexa and Naya, and yeah, okay. I didn't think of it that it was still going to happen, but yeah, Asuka didn't choose until now, so it's going to be Asuka versus Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania, and I really want to see this. And some people, I don't want to say names, but Pittsburgh boy is afraid that Charlotte is going to break Asuka's streak at WrestleMania because Undertaker lost in New Orleans too. Oh, sorry, not New Orleans, Orlando. Mm, some of you might punch me for this, but no, I Asuka is going to win. I don't think that anyone is going to break her streak in the next few months. So yeah, I expect to see a great match at WrestleMania. Uh, this week on SmackDown, Asuka was introduced to the SmackDown roster, more or less, because obviously she's going to draft there from Raw if she wants to have a match against Charlotte. So next, I think we are going to see Asuka in the next few weeks more often. Maybe she's starting to beat up the SmackDown roster from now on. Who knows? But yeah, another thing that happened at Fastlane was the tag team titles match. It started off as a great match because New Day was copying Jay and Jimmy's move, and Jay and Jimmy was copying New Day's move, and that was a great idea until the Bludgeon Brothers intervened in the match and beat the shit out of everyone. So the match ended in a disqualification because of that. And on SmackDown last night, uh, only Big E and Jimmy were able to compete in a match because they were the only ones not beaten to a pulp by the Bludgeon Brothers. So two of them actually made a short saying in, okay, come on here, we go for a tag. We're both fine, we can compete and we're going to beat the Bludgeon Brothers up. Well, turns out that didn't happen. The Bludgeon Brothers beat them to a pulp again. And Actually, this storytelling is kind of interesting because for now the Bludgeon Brothers are getting interested. There, I can't speak today. Now, it's getting to an interesting storyline because they are building up the Bludgeon Brothers correctly for once. Not just going into the ring and not saying anything and just standing there. They're doing something for once. And yeah, so then let's talk really quick about the six-pack challenge that was at Fastlane. Was a good match. Aside from that, there were at times only 3 people in the ring because the others were just outside, and I need to rest for a few minutes so that only 3 people are in the ring and not 6 at the time. But yeah, that's still the match wasn't bad. Had a few good spots, like when Cena tried to AA Ziggler and Ziggler countered it into the famous. I was like, whoa, nice, well done, Ziggler, well done. But uh, you never really had a moment where you thought, oh, AJ could really lose this year. The only moment being John Cena doing an AA with AJ through an announcement table so that AJ is out for a few minutes, but later came back to a normal forearm Kevin Owens and win the match. Right, a few seconds before that, Sammy actually wanted to lay down for Kevin, which was obviously not going to happen because betrayal and all that. And yeah, that both of them had their greeting punches, like in every match where they punch the shit out of each other, and yeah, that was the six-pack challenge. Um, well, speaking of Shane and Kevin, at the end of SmackDown this last night, we had Shane saying that he's going to go away for a few weeks, I think, and that Daniel is going to have all the time to control control over SmackDown. Uh, and when he was about to get out, Sammy and Kevin came in, beat the living shit out of Shane, dragged him backstage, threw him onto this whatever it was, something out of red metal, and it looked really, really tough for Shane because I I don't think it was just great selling from Shane because he really looked hurt. From his head was red, and I, I don't know if it was botched, but well, if not, great selling from Shane. And yeah, I guess something is going to happen at WrestleMania with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and Shane. Sort of a match. I guess Shane is going to get another tag team partner, but who knows who that's going to be. But maybe we'll get an announcement next week. So yeah, guess that was everything that happened on SmackDown this week. I hope you enjoyed, and I don't hope that the storytelling is going to be worse in the next few days. Like Will said on the Raw review, Road Dogg, his writing is just a mess right now. This week's SmackDown episode was a little better than the last few, but I'm afraid the next few weeks are going to be tough. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and as always, check out wrestlingwithwrestling.com, where you can find all of us, me, Will, and Kirsty, and some other guys that talk about wrestling a lot. Sorry, I can't say it otherwise. And yeah, and see you next week or on my week recap on Saturday. Bye.